Morning, Raj.
Morning,
Welcome.
morning. Morning, Bala. Thank you.
Yeah, we are here to discuss the individual teams. We have done a list of teams that have already gotten out of the IPL 2020. So that we have discussed every other team except SRH, which unfortunately exited the previous day. So without much ado, we'll talk about SRH. And if you are to sum up entire season for SRH, how did you do it? In a small bite-sized nugget from your perspective.
Yeah, I would simply say they showed gumption to get to the playoffs.
Okay.
Having lost two key players almost immediately in their from their team, they made do with
Mitchell
the
Mas and
resources.
Bhuvanesh Kumar.
Yeah, they made do with the resources. They got pretty much all individuals punching above their weight, and towards the latter part, they made some fantastic decisions, brilliant cricketing decisions, which saw the entry of Jason Holder first, and then Ridhiman Saha at the opening spot, and also removing what was the best opening pair of IPL last year.
Yes,
And
David Warner and
yeah,
Johnny Bairstow.
They had the guts to break that up. Johnny Bairstow
Guts is the word, right?
yes. So I think they just showed sheer guts to get to where they were. They were the last team, and out of the blue, they defeated everyone they was to defeat, and got into the playoffs on their own merit. It was not that they got into the playoffs because some other team did something else. I'll put it that way.
Exactly. They had to go out and win, and they won it in style against Mumbai
Yeah,
Indians.
yeah,
Goalless.
yeah, yeah. So that was to me that was I think that personified SRH for me.
Exactly. I mean, since you talked of the team composition, we were really happy that some of the foreigners were not clearly were not used at all, but like Billy Stanley or Fabian Allen or what is the other guy, that Afghan person, Mohammad Nabi.
Mohammad Nabi. See,
Nabi
yeah,
was used in one match.
yeah. I felt Nabi definitely would have actually added to the team. He bowls those 4 overs very well. I mean, he is extremely strong with the bat and a brilliant fielder.
Exactly.
So now it was a choice. See, the eventually it came to a situation where the choice was between Kane Williamson and Mohammad Nabi, and Kane Williamson is,
Yeah,
I think,
how can you drop him?
yeah. See, he's a different league. This
Exactly.
David Warner himself said, right? I mean, I think he said that he's our bank.
Exactly.
Which unfortunately doesn't augur very well if we talk about banks in India. Definitely after what has happened. Maybe he's our vault, which is fine, I think, right? No, not a bank.
Yeah, but SRH was also, they were pretty much well served by their newfound talent, Natarajan from Tamil Nadu.
Yeah.
We need to talk about him. I mean, is he for you the standout bowler of this IPL?
By a stretch. To me, I think he is a bowler. I won't say that. See, in this IPL, the good thing was that the teams were very close to each other. There were no laggards.
Yeah, bunched up almost together.
They were bunched up together. I think the conditions played a role.
Yeah, bookended by Mumbai Indians at the top and CSK at the end. The others were bunched together. Exactly. Yes.
So, see, the thing was that CSK was also quite pig-headed about some changes. Ruturaj Gaikwad, we have talked about this, right? CSK needn't be there. But then, so my point is that in terms of talent, the players were pretty close to each other. So there were a lot of death bowlers. There were a lot of fast bowlers who actually came to the party to shine amidst them and come up as a linchpin of your attack. And now getting selected for
yes, practically bulldozed his way.
He has not knocked on the door. He has bloody broken it up. He just kicked the door open and said, "Look, you know what? You need to look at me."
In that sense, he has been that battering ram.
Yes. So to me, I think that was brilliant. I think that was the standout of this IPL across teams. Devdutt Padikkal and probably him. These two guys, they got the opportunity. Devdutt Padikkal first time, even better maybe. And Natarajan has been with KXIP. Didn't do well. He probably had and to some extent Varun Chakravarti. I think these are the three guys that come spring to mind.
And all three are from South India.
Not. I didn't say that.
I said that. Just to add a bit
Anyway,
of parochialism.
Yeah. Now that everything is parochial, it's fine.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
We need controversies, Raj.
I know. So the ones who watch us will think that is not. That is where is the controversy, man? Anyway, so you're right. I think Natarajan for me was the standout bowler of IPL. He seems to have a terrific cricketing sense. Exactly. I don't know how he gets it. I don't know. I mean, I have been seeing and watching some of his interviews.
Even you're right. The last over that he bowled against with the Delhi.
Yeah.
Those Yorkers were amazing, man.
Yeah. So that they didn't. I mean, the SRH couldn't get to 192 was 190 was okay.
That's besides the point.
Besides the point. The point is that if they had the last 2 overs, Sandeep Sharma and Natarajan just was brilliant. And Natarajan was, Yorker after Yorker was coming.
See, Hyderabad was pretty much well served. Natarajan at the back end and Sandeep Sharma right at the top.
Beginning, yeah.
He was, swinging. The conditions also helped him, but he was mighty impressive all through the tournament. And a kind of bowler who always goes under the radar.
Correct.
So he is pretty good. Sandeep Sharma was very good for SRH.
Yeah, you're right, because somewhere in all of this conversation, some of these guys who are under the radar, they stay under the radar. See, when you talk SRH, the one bowler that you always talk about is this guy, Rashid Khan, right?
Rashid Khan.
It's almost like Rashid Khan and nobody else. No, but then there are people who make Rashid Khan successful.
Rashid Khan, of course, was impressive, but you're right about Sandeep Sharma and Natarajan, because they are the guys who also helped Rashid Khan to bowl his
exactly.
That's true.
So we talked about why Rashid Khan. I think we mentioned that in an earlier show. Is there a reason why Rashid Khan always seems to come to bowl after the 6th over? Will they ever try him in the power play if you see that somebody else is not working? But we don't know that. That is the way it has been. I have not seen Rashid Khan.
But they were slightly adamant in not using Rashid Khan in the power play.
Power play, yeah.
They could have at least done against DC in that last match, Eliminator 2.
Yeah.
But SRH did do well with the inspired choice of Jason
Holder. Yeah, that was brilliant. And Holder came in and plugged that gap there.
Yeah, exactly.
So see, like I said, no, SRH was. It was almost like fate was intervening right from the beginning by getting Mitchell Marsh out in the first match itself. And a couple of matches later, Bhuvneshwar Kumar.
Yeah.
So both, Mitchell Marsh, of course, is a known entity. I'm not saying that. Mitchell Marsh at number 6 would have made a huge difference to them, right? Think about
exactly. He could have been a Marcus Stoinis kind of player.
Yeah, and they didn't get anybody. You had middling inning, you had 1 or 2 innings. Prem Garg played 1 good innings. So
yes.
Deepak Hooda played 1 good.
Abhishek Sharma did 1 match.
Deepak Hooda played a couple of good knocks. So some of these happened, but then there was no consistency at that point. And since the opening pair wasn't firing, they had a problem there also, right? Okay. Isn't it? The opening partnership. I don't think SRH had a good opening partnership through the season till Saha came in. I think did they have a good opening partnership when these two chaps were?
They had, in terms of runs, they had, but in terms of strike rate, it was below par. If you're talking about David Warner and Johnny Bairstow, because they were not their usual ebullient self.
Yes. So it was almost like they were hitting shots and it wasn't coming off. It's like Virat Kohli said of his team, no, last 4 or 5 matches were weird because we were hitting to the players, to the fielders. Hey, you are not hitting, man. The fielders were there. You needed to change your angles, right? So that was not happening to these guys. So you're right. So that was the other thing. But despite all of this, to come from behind and defeat teams which when it mattered and get to the final, the playoffs was I think amazing.
Amazing. So, but the worrying part is somebody like Manish Pandey, he had a couple of good innings, but you keep talking about Manish Pandey, how he is always flattering to deceive. He's good when he's good, but when he's bad, he's amazingly bad.
Yeah, so for me, he epitomizes unfulfilled potential is what I would say. Because he started his journey with Virat Kohli in that under 19 team.
Yeah,
and
exactly.
He has been around. He has been around forever. He's the first Indian batsman to score a century in IPL. He has captained Karnataka and he has sort of got them to the top. He has done everything that there is to do, and yet he seems on the fringes of
He's not there. Still
national
not there.
selection. Yeah,
He's still not there.
national selection. Now, for what? See, now if you look at his, I mean, I really can't remember his records. I mean, if you ask me, I can't off the cuff. I don't remember how well or how he has done in the what do you say in
international opportunities that he has
no
got.
in domestic opportunities.
Domestic also.
In the domestic field.
Decently consistent.
Yeah. So I mean, so my point is simple. So when a guy has this ability, and what's it that is sort of keeping him away from, say, he has played 26 ODI matches and 38 T20s. Exactly. And we are talking about from when 2008 is when he was selected into the IPL.
Exactly.
26 ODIs and 38 T20s. I think he's a far better player than that.
Certainly.
Yeah, and he has played 146 IPL matches.
Exactly. So the similar kind of disappointment is also for me. Vijay is from Vijay Shankar, who keeps getting himself injured, man.
Yeah. I mean, it's almost
like these two guys won them a match. Very important.
Correct. Yeah, correct. So it's almost like all he needs to do to get injured is get onto the field.
Exactly. That is what is happening. Yeah. Every time he gets injured, tough. I'm not saying he's getting injured by choice. Happens, but
it happens. But then it could actually change the fortunes of teams, right? Do you remember that Ashes series? It was right when Glenn McGrath actually skidded on a ball and hurt his ankle, and then they bloody lost the Ashes, man.
Exactly.
Yeah. So you need to take care of yourself. I mean, that's what we're saying. It's not that you're not doing it on purpose, but you need to take care of yourself also.
Exactly. But I was really impressed by Abdul Samad. He was. With the limited chances he got, he was mighty impressive. Mighty is may not be the word, but he seems to have the potential to be talked of in glowing terms going forward.
Yeah, so he is one for the future, definitely. And then the best part is that I think SRH also seems to have this very silent backroom.
That's a South Indian thing, man.
Yeah, which has been joined by the biggest Australian South Indian in the world, I think. He doesn't speak, right?
He doesn't. Yeah.
He has this. I mean, he has a stoic look when the team is winning, losing. I don't know who it was. I remember watching an interview of somebody. Who was the guy? I think one of the English players. He was the coach of England also, no?
Yeah, Trevor Bayliss.
Trevor Bayliss. Yeah. So one of the English players, I think, was I heard him somewhere. I can't remember who it was. Ben Stokes. I don't know. Could be anybody. So it seems if you have played the match of your life and won the game, you walk in and he'll say, "Good." And then go. Like, hello. That's it.
Typical British stiff upper lip.
No, he's not even British, right?
Yeah. He's Australian.
Yeah,
sense, it's a typical British upper lip.
Upper lip, yeah. So
he's an Aussie.
Yeah.
Obviously.
So we had Tom Moody earlier. Tom Moody was also one of those understated human beings. Now you have Trevor Bayliss, who is even more understated.
And you have Lakshman
sitting there. Then you have Murali sitting there.
Murali is the only guy who is slightly exuberant among the lot.
Yeah, while he is bowling, and not otherwise, I think.
No, he's a fun character outside, man. He's a live wire outside.
Live wire, okay. So I think Hyderabad has it all covered. I think they have a terrific team. You want a gun fast bowler, you have Billy Stanley. You mentioned him earlier.
Yeah.
The question is, he seems to be sitting out here. I mean, when you have a situation where, I mean, you have the captain, you have Kane Williamson. Now you find it very difficult to get rid of Kane Williamson. And you have Rashid Khan.
Holder.
Yeah. All of these are already there. And then on top of that, you have Johnny Bairstow sitting inside. You have Billy Stanley sitting
Nabi,
sitting, Fabian Allen sitting outside.
And if Mitchell Marsh comes back.
Yeah. No, I think, Mitch Marsh, they might take him back, right? I mean, because although they brought in Jason Holder in lieu as a replacement, right? Jason wasn't in the team right in the beginning. They didn't buy him, right?
But among the lot, the guy who really gave them the winning momentum was Saha, the oldest.
Yeah.
Old war horse. He still has a lot of fire in his belly.
Oh yeah. So he's another one of those characters. Like you mentioned Natarajan, he's another one of those characters, or Sandeep Sharma. I mean,
But you talked of this typical Hyderabad teams, guys who go under the radar, who is pretty quiet. He's that sort of a guy.
yes,
Pretty
yeah.
much,
Yeah, I mean, I think he has an IPL century, if I'm not mistaken, right?
he has.
Yeah, there are not too many people can boast of that. Let us be honest.
Yeah. I think it
So-
came against CSK.
Yeah,
I think, I'm not sure. And he also played for CSK, by the way.
yeah. So CSK probably it was good that they let him go because there was no chance of him.
I
keeping.
don't know. Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
When Dhoni was there, right?
Yeah.
So
Because we had Taha, we had Parthiv Patel. I don't know. CSK's strategy, I don't know.
which is fine. Yeah. A good thing they didn't bring in Adam Gilchrist also. That would have been weird, man. So anyway, so I think so what does SRS do from here? I don't think they need to do anything. I think they are pretty sorted, right? What do you say?
Exactly. Obviously, man. It's a pretty good team. On another day, on another edition, they could be the winners.
Yes. So personally speaking, I think I went on air saying the Mr. Hyde in me, I always actually wanted them in the finals.
Exactly.
But then that is.
It's a likable team also, man.
Yeah. I mean, they're understated. They do go about their business. So they I mean, they probably won more matches regularly than many of the other teams. They just keep winning. We happily keep winning. The point is, they go unnoticed after doing all of that.
Because to come back after a bad start takes a lot of doing. As you said, they showed a lot of gumption and character.
Yes. I think that is what will keep them going. And David Warner definitely is a terrific captain. We must admire that.
Look at those numbers, man. It's staggering, man.
Yeah.
To be so consistent in IPL. 500 runs in almost in 5 editions, man.
Yeah.
500 plus
and see, he got them to the title. He almost got them to the title. I mean, last time he actually had to go. Otherwise, he would have probably got them to the title again.
They won because of him when they won.
Yeah. Last time he wasn't there. That is when Kane Williamson sort of got this thing. So this year we are seeing both of them going together.
I mean, look at the team which has so many captains in their ranks, man. You talked of it in one of the things, right?
Yeah, we'll discuss that separately. I mean, most captains per square foot. So,
exactly.
So we'll talk about that some other time. But then, I think this is a brilliant team, and to me, it's a brilliant team. And I think it is taken care of in a very silent manner also, because you don't see any of the owners' trappings.
Yeah, but the owner was there when they lost.
Yeah.
The senior Maran was at hand to witness this.
No, but then that is
that's okay. That I'm not saying the owner should not come and watch the.
Yeah, I feel it's like this. If they don't come and watch the playoffs, when will they come back?
Yeah, exactly. But I have I don't like Maran, so I was happy that he was at hand to witness that loss. That's a very, very wicked and perverse.
That's very wicked. Yeah, very wicked, man. Yeah. Thank God Salman Khan doesn't own a team. But then, yeah. I think we'll wind up with this.
Yes, right.
So, and then the next two teams, obviously, one will be the winner, one will be the runners-up. We'll sort of come back.
Oh, great, man. Another great insight. One will be the winner.
See, I told you, we keep giving these insightful statements, man. This is one reason you should watch.
Yeah, exactly.
Tell me honestly, did you know that if there are two teams playing, there would be a runners-up and a winner?
I didn't know.
Yeah, see? Okay, on that note, I think we should wind up. Thank you very much. Thank you for watching, and keep watching. One cricket season is getting over. There's much more on the show. We'll keep coming back with a lot of other stuff. If you think there is something which you would like to take up and join us, most welcome. Come on the show and we'll have a nice chat. Like I said, this is like we have been saying, it's bits and batter. It's just a friendly chat show. Whoever wants to come, it just adds to our friend list on our phones. That's all it does.
But we take our facts seriously. This at another level, we take our professionalism and facts seriously.
Yeah,
it's banter, fine, but with a lot of insights.
Yeah, some data is always obviously there. So we'll leave it there. And if you have data and you want to share, we are more than happy to listen and share. Bye,
Raj. Bye.